Katherine, this seems to have been a great success. There was lots of buzz at the table, and within half an hour people came up with some terrific solutions. Are you seeing some sort of common ways in which people are approaching this through the various camps that you've done?
Yeah, I think a lot of people tend to approach solutions, especially the technology solutions, through things that they already know. So for example, Google Maps, Wikipedia, Facebook, things that they know that they can compare what their idea would be similar to, or what parts they can take from it, like a Google Maps mashup or something that uses eBay. Using already existing tools to create platforms is something that we see all the time. Another thing is people's excitement when they have come up with an idea. At the end, when they present, you can definitely see in teams that they've come to realize this is something that could exist, and that has been the same through every camp that we've ever had, be it an SI Camp Express or a full weekend long camp. At the end, people kind of have that moment where they think, this could actually happen, this could be something real, and that in itself is why I do this.
So how much work is there then to do between that bit of inspiration, we could do it, and making it happen?
Quite a lot. And you can see that from some of our old ideas coming through the camps, is you don't actually see something happen in the month, 2-3 months after the camp. It usually takes about half a year, and that's partly because people have other jobs and other things on the go, but it's also, it does take quite a while once you have that excitement and you have the prototype to construct what your next steps, where your funding actually will physically come from, rather than in a perfect world where your sustainability would come from. But it's also people devoting the time and the capacity that they have to making the project happen. So this is like the first stage of excitement, but until people launch their beta site, there's a bit of a lull in between.
And how different are the final solutions from the original ideas quite often?
The thing that always remains the same is the problem. So you'll find that people are always looking at the social need, what that is, but the solution doesn't always remain the same. Sometimes ideas evolve over the months, sometimes people work out ways around things like CRB checks, but the thing that does remain the same is what the problem is that they want to solve, and how they get there is an evolution.
Do you think there are some other benefits, other spin-offs from this, that people get into a different way of thinking and get more confident about what they can do?
I like to hope so. I think that it gives people kind of a sense of empowerment, and they can believe that a lot of things do happen from user-generated stuff that later people buy into, that you don't actually need support in the beginning to just create something simple, except for you need your idea and you need to know that it could work in a certain environment. But it's really important, and I do like seeing people have that sense of empowerment, thinking, actually I could just do this tomorrow, because that's how change actually happens, and that's where the innovation is. It's not in how many people can we get in a room that are chief execs that work for these authorities and then we'll do this massive partnership. It's very organic because you're starting very small. And I'm not saying that the former doesn't work. I'm saying that when you have individual empowerment, it's about changing the way people think. And that's the bit that's the most interesting, because if you have lots of people like that, you'll have very interesting space.